Hey everyone, it's Sarah, and today I am back to talk about all of the fragrances that I wore last week. So as always, I've got a bunch, and I also have two from last week that got cut out of my last week's video somehow. My SD card somehow corrupted or did something. So I'm going to start with those ones. I'm going to start with, I think these are the only two that didn't make it in, hopefully. The first one is this one here from, I can never remember the name of this brand that makes these fragrances. I believe you can find it on Amazon for about $10. I found mine on Mercari for about $10. And this is a fragrance called Position for Women. It's a really good dupe of the original Poison. It's a $10 perfume. It's not the most complex thing in the world. It's not the highest quality smelling in the world. But what I love about this is it's got that, it's got the opening that the original used to have, but that my original bottle has lost because my original bottle is so old. It's from 1986. So I can spray this on and then I can spray that on afterwards, and it's perfect. It's like being able to add the top notes back into my original bottle, and I absolutely love it. I didn't pull out my original though this time. I just wore this and I was so happy with it all day. I think I got about 4 or 5 hours out of this. For $10 to get 4 or 5 hours out of it, I think is amazing. This one has gotten better as it has aged, and I just love it. It's just such a good little perfume, and yeah, so that one is Position for Women, which is a clone of the original formulation of Dior Poison. And then the second one, I am so glad that I remembered that, or I'm glad that this was in, that these two were actually in the thumbnail, because I was able to remember that I wore these. This is one that I just picked up recently. This one is from Zara, and this is called Vanilla Vibration. Emailing back and forth with a subscriber named Sage, a beautiful subscriber who sent me an amazing smelly meal package, which you will have seen that video last week. As we were emailing back and forth, she was talking about how much she liked this one, but that it gave her like a skin reaction, so she couldn't buy it. So she ended up buying the one that smells like, Hypnotic Poison. That's another one that I wore. Yeah, which we'll talk about in a second. I'll throw a picture of it up. It looks just like this, but I forget, it's called Hypnotic Vanilla maybe. But anyway, she was saying that this was her favorite one, and this is supposed to smell like Louboutin Louba Rouge, I believe. And I love this. This is a sweet iris. It's kind of like a sweet woody iris vanilla fragrance. It's really, really nice. Like if you're looking for a sweet gourmand leaning vanilla, I would not recommend this one. So if you're looking for a vanilla fragrance, like a gourmand vanilla, something edible, this is definitely not going to be it. This is a very sweet vanilla, but it's a very kind of like peppery, iris heavy vanilla. I really love it. I think it's beautiful. It wore beautifully. I think I got a good 4 or 5 hours out of it, which I think is great for a Zara perfume. I really like this one. Okay, so we'll also talk about the Hypnotic Vanilla, which I think I put it away. Yeah, I think I put it somewhere. I think it's actually right behind me, but I'll pop up a picture of the bottle. That one is supposed to smell like Dior Hypnotic Poison, but in my opinion, I think it is, bless you, I think it is much closer to Police Forbidden. It's really, really heavy on the almond, and it's way better, in my opinion, than the current formulation of Hypnotic Poison. So yeah, I wore that one as well. It was really, really similar to Police Forbidden, which I was super happy about because for those of you out there that can't get your hands on Police Forbidden because it's really difficult to find, pick up the Hypnotic Vanilla from Zara. It's so, so similar. Okay. I think those are the only 2 fragrances from last week that I missed besides the Hypnotic Vanilla. So now we're moving on to actual this week. I'm going to start with this beauty. This is Oscar de la Renta Lavender. I have not worn this in so long because it got really difficult to find for a second there, and I was going through it so quickly at one point that I was like, ooh, I need to back off and make sure that I don't plow through this whole bottle since I couldn't find another one. But Beautiful Velvet sent me a backup bottle of this, so now I have pulled this back out. It lives out, and I am gonna go back to wearing this a ton at bedtime because it's just one of my favorite perfumes ever. This is like a sweet, milky lavender. Really, really cozy. Just such a good, it's a good scent no matter what. Like, this could be worn anytime and it would be fantastic, but I love this at bedtime. It's just so good. This doesn't perform super well though, so that's usually why I wear it at nighttime. Because if I wanted to wear it as my scent of the day, I would have to reapply it probably every hour or so. It just doesn't perform super well, but I love it. One of my favorite fragrances on the planet. So anyways, that is Oscar de la Renta Lavender. Okay, next I wore this beautiful combination. This is Rahab Dal, and I have the oil and the spray perfume, and let me tell you, I wore this combination yesterday and I was able to smell this all day. I could kind of still smell this on my skin this morning when I took a shower. Like, it lasted forever. I could not believe how long lasting it was. This has such a beautiful nuttiness to it. This gets compared to Xerjoff Lyra. Yeah, I think that's just like so far off. I don't think this smells like Lyra, not even a little bit. This is like a really beautiful, sweet, like really nutty caramel almost. It's so beautiful. Oh, so good. The perfume took quite a while for the perfume to, I don't know, to kind of deepen up some, but I've had this for probably 3 years or so now, and it's gotten so like rich and amazing, and I love it. This combination, if you layer the spray perfume over the oil, it's a beast. It will last for hours and hours. Like I said, I wasn't able to spray anything else on. I smelled this and I smelled it on myself strongly for the entire day. I loved it. Such a good scent, and I'm just so happy that it's, I guess, deepened up enough that it's like a monster now. So anyways, that is Rahab Dal, the spray perfume and the oil. Next, I pulled out this beauty. This is Givenchy Amarige Mariage, and I picked this up, I feel like I picked this up in last summer, and I put it away. I wore it right after I picked it up in the summertime, but it didn't perform super well in the summer, so I pulled it out now that it's cold, and this is a beast. It lasted forever on me. I got a good 8 hours out of this perfume. This is such a beautiful vintagey, like sweet vintagey, kind of like a vanilla fragrance. I love it. If you are familiar with that fragrance from Carla Fracci called Giselle, it's kind of similar to that, but this is a little bit more complex. It's a little deeper smelling, and this is a little bit creamier. But this reminded me a lot of the oil version of the original oil version of that Carla Fracci scent, or yeah, scent that was sent over to me. This smells a lot like that oil smelled on me. It's really good. It's hard for me to explain, but I love this. If you like a vintagey smelling scent, especially like a 90s vintage smelling scent, I think you would really like this. It's really nice. You can usually find these little half-ounce ones on eBay for a decent price, or Mercari. So anyways, that is Givenchy Amarige. Next I wore, this is the body spray that was sent over from Sweet Sage. This is the Vanilla Bean Noel body spray, the 2023 formulation. This is phenomenal. I'm hoping that when they have the next semi-annual sale, I'm sick that I didn't pick up this body spray. I didn't know that this year's version was so good. But if I see it in the next semi-annual sale in the summer, I will definitely be picking up a bottle of this. I do have a bottle of, I can't remember what, maybe year before last. That formulation, it's not anywhere near as good as this one. This one is so strong and just so Vanilla Bean Noel smelling. It's incredible. I love this. Didn't last for very long on me, and I didn't layer it over lotion, so I just wanted to spray it just to really get a feel for how this version smelled, and it's amazing. I've still got half of my decant left, so I will bust out my lotion and I will layer it over the lotion. I'm sure it'll hang around for longer. Now I'm wondering if this year, or if 2023's lotion was better than the one I have. I'm really hoping that when the next semi-annual sale rolls around, it'll be in that. We'll see. So anyways, that is Vanilla Bean Noel from Bath & Body Works, the 2023 formulation. Okay, next I wore a couple from Dreamhouse Curio. The first one I wore is this one here called Drifting, and this is one of my favorite scents. This is lavender, and it's got some other kind of a floral in it too, if I remember correctly. I think it's got some musk in it. It's really, really beautiful. Very, very calming, this one wears pretty close to the skin. It's not a light scent. Like, I wouldn't consider it light or delicate or anything like that. It's definitely got a lot of body to it, but it's beautiful. I wear this one to bed a lot as well. And when I did wear this, right after I sprayed it on, Charlotte asked me what I was wearing because she said it smelled so good. So, and I was like, yep, it's this one. It's such a beautiful fragrance. It's a lavender perfume that doesn't smell overly lavendery. It's not that medicinal, like herbaceous smelling lavender. It's a really beautiful, very smooth, clean lavender. I don't know, I love it. So anyways, that is Drifting from Dreamhouse Curio. And then I did wear one other one from Dreamhouse Curio, and this might have been my favorite thing that I wore all week. This is one of the newer fragrances called Everyone and Then Again. And I got this one in the summertime, and this could definitely be worn any time of year, but I knew I was gonna love this in cold weather. And holy cow, do I love this in cold weather. This is a sweet woody scent. Like a really sweet woody scent. I've never really smelled anything else like it. This one definitely leans much more masculine than a lot of the other scents from the house. But what I love about his masculine leaning scents are they don't smell like any men's fragrance you've ever smelled in your life. So they don't smell cliched. They don't smell like a cliched men's cologne, if that makes sense. That's what makes me really dislike men's fragrances, is because I feel like the same materials are used over and over again, and everything just ends up smelling like, they just all end up smelling alike. And it's this to me, it's a very like overdone kind of cliched fragrance. And to me, like the scent that always comes to mind when I think of an overdone men's fragrance is Bleu de Chanel. It's just, I just don't like it. I just don't like men's fragrances that smell like that. So this is like a men's fragrance that is completely different from anything I've ever smelled. It definitely leans masculine, but not in a way that it's uncomfortable for me to wear. I just love this. It's such a beautiful, sweet, woody scent. It's a little bit resinous. This thing is nuclear. I smelled like this for 24 hours. No joke. I smelled like this until I washed it off the next day. It is completely nuclear. It is so good. It's so cozy and comforting, but in a kind of masculine way. It's not gourmand, it's not edible or anything like that. It's more of like, it's a cozy, comforting, kind of masculine leaning fragrance. I don't know. I love it. It's quickly becoming one of my favorites in the house. I just think it is phenomenal. Just one of my favorites. I leave all my dream house scents out all the time because I reach for them so often, but this is one that I will definitely be reaching for all winter. I love it. So anyways, that is Dream House Acurio, Everyone, and then again. And then last but not least, I pulled out my Lattafa Affection again. I just wanted to see, I think I've had this for about a month now, and I wore it a couple times when I very first got it, and I wanted to pull it out now that I've had it for a while, and I like this way more than I've always liked it. I liked it from the minute I got it, but I like it even more now that it's had some time to sit and macerate, and it's deepened up some. It's sweeter, it's stronger. I love it. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Again, I can't compare it to Kayali Pistachio Yum, but everybody says it's a perfect dupe for it. One of these days I will pick up like a little travel spray of Pistachio Yum. If Pistachio Yum, it doesn't perform very well, I could always layer this over it to make it last longer, I guess. But yeah, I love this fragrance. I still can get about 5 or 6 hours out of this, which is perfectly fine for me. I did reapply it after about 5, I think it was after about 5 hours. But then I didn't have to reapply it again. And I just have a feeling that the longer this one sits, the better it's gonna get. I think that this one will continue to deepen up and will continue to like get better, and it'll perform better. I really like it. So anyways, that one is Lattafa Affection. And that is going to be it, guys. Those are all of the fragrances that I wore last week. I do hope that you all enjoyed this. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.